Spencer the show-off. Spencer is a snooty engine and believes he is the fastest engine on the island of Sodor. This, on the other hand, makes him pompous, as not all the engines like to listen to his boasting. One day, he was boasting to the other engines as usual. "I can go as fast as 100 miles per hour, Spencer boasted grandly. But not all of the engines were impressed. "Speed isn't everything," said Meyer. "Neither is going 100 miles per hour, put in Mavis. Spencer snorted off indignantly. He wanted to prove Meyer and Mavis wrong, so he conducted a plan to do so. Meanwhile, Spencer met Henry. He was waiting for his truck to be ready for his morning train. Spencer saw his chance to show off. First he started boasting as usual. Then he backed onto a coach, picked up his passengers, waited for the guard's whistle to blow, and set off. Out of the docks. "Watch out, Spencer! You might get into trouble," called Henry. But Spencer didn't hear Henry, as he had already puffed away on the quick. Meanwhile, Spencer was making good time, but the coach soon became worried about his speed. There was a reason he had to slow down. Down the line, there was a van of marmalade waiting to be put onto Henry's goods train when he arrived at Wellsworth. The van was in a siding, due to be placed in the train. Edward was due to shunt it into place. Henry will like the van he arranged for his train, Edward thought. But then he heard a whistle sounding strangely like Spencer's. It was Spencer's, and he was rushing in much too fast. Spencer's driver and fireman applied the brakes, but it was already too late. Either Spencer charged into a van of marmalade. No one knew it, but Spencer was covered in sticky, gooey marmalade from smokebox to cab. He was more dirty than her anyway. There watching Spencer was the Fat Controller, who spoke severely to him. His showing off had recently caused confusion and delay, and he was less than impressed to hear that a marmalade van had been destroyed, and it would have been used for Henry's train. Late that night, Meyer and Mavis talked about nothing but marmalade and sticky Mavis. They thought it was a great joke, but Spencer, on the other hand, was still having his marmalade mess washed off his paint job. He thought the two engines were being very silly indeed.